Look at your books on page 15. Here we have an article. We are going to read it quickly and answer the questions. Look here, we have, headings or, subtitles for the paragraphs. The Boston Red Sox. It is a name of a team, baseball team. Read quickly and try to answer these questions. What is the name of the Red Sox home stadium? How did the Red Sox do in the early years? What started the myth about the Red Sox? How did they lose the 1986 World Series championship? When did the losing streak finally end? Here we have 5 questions. We are going to look for the answers together.
أستاذ أي صفحة؟
Page 15, your workbook, page 15. Okay. Just you have 2 minutes or 3 minutes just to do the first 1 to 3 questions. Quickly read the article and try to underline the answers to discuss them together. Go ahead, شباب. Yes.
What are we supposed to do?
Raise your voice, please.
What are we supposed to do, teacher?
Yeah. We have to answer the questions from 1 to 5. Okay, I think that's enough. Now look at the first. Sorry. Who can read the first question? Who can read the first question? Ahmed Azam, read the first question, please.
Okay. What is the name of the Red Sox home stadium?
Good.
Fenway Park.
Good. What is the name of the Red Sox home stadium? The answer I think is
Fenway Park.
first paragraph.
Yeah.
The name of the Red Sox home stadium is Fenway Park. Now, what about the second question? Who can read it? Uday? Read, Uday.
How did the Red Sox do in the early years?
Good. How did the Red Sox do, in the early years? I think, they did well. Yes, they did well. They won the World Series 5 times. The answer is in the first paragraph. They won 4 more championships by 1918. Number 3. Okay, read number 3. Muhammad Taysir, read question number 3, please. What started the myth What started the myth about the Red Sox? This is the answer. Selling Babe Ruth to the New York Yankees started the course. Number 4. Who can read number 4? Abdullah Amin. Read the question 4, please.
How did they lose the 1986 World Series championship?
How did they lose the 1986 World Series championship? The answer is found in paragraph number 3. The ground ball rolled through the first baseman's legs, I think. The ball rolled through the first baseman's legs. Number 5. Who can answer the last question? I think it is easy. The answer is in the last paragraph. Yunal, are you here? Yunal? Ashraf? Read the last question. Yes. Read, yeah.
When did the losing streak finally end? It ended in 2004.
2004, yes. It ended in, 2004. Good, thank you. So this is about, the article and the questions on page 15. Do it quickly or have a screenshot. Let's move to the next page on page 16. Here we have paragraphs. We are going to match, we are going to read quickly about, the sports and choose the suitable headings. Read the text and write which sports are being described. Choose 5 sports from the list. Underline the words and or phrases that help you. Look at the first paragraph. Now, what do you think, the first paragraph is talking about? Quickly read about, the sport and try to determine which, paragraph is talking about. What do you think, the first paragraph is talking about? Is it, talking about football, hockey, table tennis, volleyball, basketball, etc.? According to the information, we can, identify, the name of the sport. Number 1. Try to read quickly about number 1. What do you think, the paragraph is talking about? Sharif?
Yes. Baseball.
Good. Good. The first paragraph is talking about baseball. A bat and, ball sport played between 2 teams of 9 players each, etc. So the first paragraph is talking or, describes, the baseball sport. Now, what about the second? Read quickly about the second paragraph and try to identify the name of the sport. You can try. What do you think here? A team sport in which 2 teams of 5 players try to score points by throwing a ball through a hoop mounted on a backboard. Sharif describes what?
Basketball.
Yes, basketball. The second paragraph is talking about the basketball. Now, what about the third? It is a game that can be played by 2 or 4 players. The players hit a light weight hollow ball back and forth using rackets. They stand at the end, 2 ends of a hard table divided by a net. Players have to hit the ball to return it to their opponent after only 1 bounce. The pace of the game is very quick, and the player needs to react accordingly. What do you think, the sport is? Abdulaziz?
Tennis.
Table tennis. Because here we have what? Table. They stand at the 2 ends of a hard table. So good. It will be about, table tennis. Ping pong. Write them, please, and move to the fourth paragraph. Sorry. Yes, Shabab. Next. What do you think, the fourth paragraph is talking about? It is claimed to be the world's most popular marital art. Marital art. This is a key word. A loose translation of its name could be the art of the foot and fist. Combines compact techniques, self-defense, exercise, as well as philosophy. What do you think the passage is talking about? Uday.
Teacher, maybe taekwondo?
Good. Taekwondo. Marital art and self-defense. Good, thank you. The last one, it is usually played between 2 players, singles, or 2 teams of 2 players. Each player uses a racket to strike a hollow rubber ball covered with felt over a net and into the opponent's side of the court. So they are playing on the court playground. The surface of the court is usually clay, asphalt, or grass. Sharif, Abdulaziz Sharif. What do you think, the sport is?
I think it's squash.
Is it found squash? No. Squash, it is, a limited place, closed place, but here it is what? In a court like, playground, tennis. So good. So, the paragraph is talking about the tennis. Okay. Now let's move to the next. Here we are going to the picture and try to say, words describing the picture. Write as many words as you can to describe what is happening in the picture. Then change these action words of verbs into the ing form, gerunds. Write sentences about the picture starting with the gerunds. Now, here we have a table. We are going to write verbs. Look at the picture. Maybe sit. These are the verbs. Eat, picnic, smile, play, whatever. Here we have a lot of words that we can, imagine or verbs. Look here, look at the table. Action words like sit, smile, look, play, eat. Are sitting, smiling, looking. So we can make different sentences using what? The gerunds. Look at the examples here. Sitting on the grass, watching the children play on a sunny morning is one of the most enjoyable things for parents. Smiling is a useful way to be happy in your life. Looking at your kids and playing is very nice. Playing with my sister when we were little used to be a lot of fun, etc. So these just examples. You can write different sentences. Okay, now move to the next. Here, if you want to write, describe the best sporting event you have ever seen in person or on TV. Here we have the questions. We can answer these questions. Then we can write the answers as what a paragraph or an essay. Use your word map to help you write your essay. Okay, now read Saeed's application form for a sports scholarship for a college place. This is in your book on page 19. Look at your 19 in your workbook. Look at your workbook on page 19. Read Saeed's application for a sports scholarship for a college place. Answer the questions about him. Here we are going to use the present perfect simple or present perfect progressive. His name is Saeed Ali. His address here, Penny Lane Building, etc. Name of high school, Robert Morris High School. Main areas of studies, computer science, math, sport. Languages, he speaks Arabic. English for 7 years. Reading, writing, speaking, and listening for skills. French, just for 2 years, reading and writing. The activities that he, practiced. Basketball team. He played for the basketball team for 4 years. He played, in the football team for 6 years. Swim team, Aidan for 4 years. Achievements. He was, the captain of the school football team. Swim coach for 30 primary students. So this is about the information about Saeed. Now here we have questions we are going to read and answer. Who can read the first question? Who can read the first question? Abdurrahman Mahsen, are you here? Abdurrahman Mahrouk.
Yes, teacher. Abdurrahman Mohsen.
يلا عبد الرحمن.
Yes,
Read the
teacher.
first one.
Read the first teacher. The first.
Yes, read the first question.
Has he ever taken a computer science class?
Yes, according to the application, yes. He
Oh,
has.
yes.
Yes, he has. He has taken a computer science class. Now, what about the second question? Abdurrahman Mahrouk, are you
Yep.
here?
Does
Yes,
he
read.
know more than one language? Yes.
Yes, he does. He has been speaking English instead, instead of Spanish, we can write English 7 years. Okay. Now, what about the third question? Ahmed Taysir. محمد تيسير. عبد الرحمن موسى. أشرف. Can he read French? Can he read French according to the application? Yes, read. Yes, he can. He has been studying French for 2 years. Read the next question, Ashraf. Read number 4, please.
Does Said play basketball? Yes, he has been
He
playing for 2 years.
good.
أو
He had 4 years. He has playing, basketball in the school team for 4 years. Has he ever worked as a football coach? I think no. He hasn't worked as a football coach. He has the captain of the school football team. Does he know how to play in a team? I think yes. He has been playing football for 6 years. Has Saeed ever held a position or responsibility? Yes. You look at the achievements. He was the captain of the school football team and, swim coach. Yes, he has. He has coached 30 primary children in the swimming. So this is about, Saeed. Have a screenshot and move to the last page on 20, page 20, please. Rewrite the sentences. Use adverse of manner.
Sir, can you go back?
Yes. Have a screenshot.
Okay, thank you.
Rewrite the sentences. Use adverbs of manner. Look at the example. Majid is very fast on his rollerblades. Majid rollerblades very fast. Number 1, Badr is an aggressive, driver. Uday, how does Badr drive? He drives.
Angry. Dangerously.
Yes, dangerously, aggressively. Badr drives aggressively. Number 2, stunt pilots fly in a dangerous way. Abdullah Amin?
So
Yes.
stunt pilots fly in a dangerous way.
Yes, stunt pilots fly dangerous.
dangerous.
Now here we are going to use the adverbs instead of the adjective. Good. Number 3. You can try. Yes. Sharif. Then Muhammad, okay? Sharif number
Okay.
3, Muhammad number 4.
Ali and Majid are slow runners بصير Ali and Majid run slowly.
Run slowly. Good. Muhammad Taysir. Saeed a really good player. He plays.
Saeed is
Saeed plays well. Saeed plays well. Number 5. Number 5. Who can try? Sabah is a quiet Uday. Quiet talker. Sabah talks.
Sabah is talks quiet.
Good, quietly. Sabah talks quietly. Khalid is a hard worker. He works hard. Fadwa is an enthusiastic reader. She reads what? Enthusiastically. Adil is a good surfer. He surfs what? Well. Okay, write them quickly, please. Write them quickly.